right, here we are in our garden. It is fig season and we are ready to harvest. Today we're going to talk about what fig plants need to grow and also how to harvest them and how to know when they're ready.
And later, we're going to use these figs to make a savory fig pizza.
Welcome to the pollinator garden here at the Poe Center. Next to me we have a fig tree planted. It is about 5-6 years old actually, so it's very large and has lots of figs ripening as we speak. So there are many varieties of figs and several do very well right here in North Carolina. The great thing about figs are that they self-pollinate, so you do not need 2 of them, just 1 will do. They grow best in full sun. And of course they can get very big, actually 10 to 30 feet tall and wide. So plant them where you have space. And also it's a great idea to add mulch to help retain moisture. But once they're established, they're super drought tolerant, which is a great reason to have a fig tree. It's great to harvest figs with a buddy. So Diane, would you join me?
I would love to.
Okay.
Do you think you could show me when to know if figs are ready?
So here we have several figs on the branch. You can tell a fig is ripe and ready for harvest when there is an obvious color change. For this type of fig, it's a darker kind of purplish color as compared to the one next to it, green, definitely clearly still trying to ripen and mature. The way you harvest it would be to just, first of all, check to make sure there's no buggy friends enjoying it. And this one looks clear. So I will basically just grab kind of near the stem and bend it back this way. It came off very easily. You can go ahead and open it and check out the inside. Oh, beautiful. So you always want to just cut it in half or tear it open just to make sure a little, friend, a little insect didn't find its way in and start enjoying it. And this one looks good, so it's ready to eat. I've already sent Diane to the kitchen with some figs, so let's go see what she's up to.
So today we are going to be using figs in our cooking, and many different cultures use them for sweet treats, like in China where they caramelize them to really bring out the sweetness of the figs. Today we are going to be using figs to top our pizza. So let's get started. First off, we are gonna preheat our oven to 400 degrees. And while that is warming up, we are gonna start off by cutting up our onion. We are heating up our pan to about a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. So you want it a little bit hot. And then I'm spraying a little bit of olive oil in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a handful of our onions. You can take as much or as little as you want. It's your pizza. You get to do what you want. And if you hear that sound, that is a nice sound. Patience is gonna be our friend with these onions. To get the color, to get the flavor that we want, we need to let it cook. So while it's doing its thing, we're gonna head over and we're gonna start putting toppings on our pizza. Here we are. I'm gonna use an olive oil base for this pizza. So that means that I'm just gonna sprinkle some olive oil. And I kind of am measuring with my heart, but it's usually about a tablespoon or so. And if you notice, this is a pita, so I didn't get some sort of fancy crust. I didn't make a crust. You can really just get a whole wheat pita, and you'll be able to have a really delicious pizza. So besides the olive oil, we're also gonna sprinkle on a little bit of Italian seasoning. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add mozzarella. It's gonna give us nice calcium for our strong bones and teeth. And this is about a 1/4 cup. So the next thing that we're gonna add for some iron and some vegetables is gonna be spinach. So then I'm gonna place them around the pizza. Now you might be thinking, Diane, I really don't like spinach. That's cool, you don't have to put it. You could maybe put peppers, or you could put mushrooms, or you could put something else. There's so many options for what you could put, but it's really a good idea to add some color. It makes it really appealing for us visually. It can be a cool little pre-dinner creativity party with you and your family where you get to make your own pizzas, and then maybe you decide, maybe I do want to try one with spinach on it, even though I don't normally like spinach. Next step, we've got some feta cheese. If we take a look at the feta, it's crumbly, and the one thing about feta is that it's a salty cheese. So if we're thinking about it, figs, right, we talked about it, they are sweet. So whenever we're thinking about cooking, we really want to kind of balance out the flavors. So if I have something sweet like figs, I might want something salty like feta or goat cheese or Parmesan. Any of those would really work to kind of balance out those flavors and make it pop a little bit more. And these, I would say, are pretty close to done, and we're gonna head on over to put them onto our pizza. I'm gonna scoop these over, and I'm gonna do a little sprinkle. As I do, we have come to the star of the show. We have our figs. So what we're gonna do is we are going to cut up these figs. And truth be honest, figs are not my absolute favorite thing in the whole world. So I am really excited to be able to try them on something that I love so much, like pizza, hoping that I'll find a way that I enjoy them. We've got 2 figs that we're gonna add to our pizza. Figs are really great for fiber, so they're gonna help our digestive system do what it needs to do, helps us feel full. I put them on top because if you remember with when we were talking about the Chinese dish where they caramelize the figs, we kind of want the same thing to happen here, where the figs get some of that color and it really brings out that sweetness that can pop off with the feta, so that way we have this really nice and unique sort of bite. We're gonna put it into the oven, bake it for about 10 minutes. We want the cheese to melt and get a little bubbly. I call it ooey gooey cheesy wheezy. That's what we're looking for. We want a little bit of the pita to crisp up, and then we get to enjoy it. All right, so our pizza's looking good. We got some caramelized figs. Now that it's cut up, let's go grab Anna from the garden. And with editing magic, Anna will appear.
I harvested so many figs today in the garden. I feel like we could feed the whole Poe family.
That's amazing, because these pizzas are really easy to make and super customizable, so everyone will be happy.
Wonderful, and what's great is you can find figs all around your community, like in public spaces, on campuses, so find your fig tree today.
And it's also awesome that figs are super nutritious. So this pizza, you're getting the fiber from the figs, you're getting iron from the spinach, and you're getting calcium from the cheese. Win, win, win. If you're ready to try this pizza, make sure you like the video and subscribe so that way you can get more recipes.
And always remember to stay
Poe fit.